So for this one, we're going to be comparing logarithms. And the main component here is going to be we need to apply the change of base rules, which I didn't know either, but I looked it up. So essentially it's this. So you have log with base A. So this would be the base. And say you want to, let's have a goal here. Let's have a goal to change it to E. So the change of base rule for logarithm essentially states that if you want to change it to E, then you have the top, you have a fraction here, and the base of both will be E. And then you would put this in the top one, and you would put the original base in the bottom. Okay, so that in mind, we try to do our proof. So this is what we want to prove. As usual, we look at the structure of this, and so this part here, we just let this be arbitrary. And then we want to assume this. And then we want to show this. All right, so let's unpack this statement here by taking so again, let's consult the definition of big O. So this would be saying that, well, let's go by memory here. So there exists a C and an N naught within the positive real numbers, such that for any natural number n, if n is larger than or equal to n naught, then, and then we have log A of n is smaller than or equal to log B of n multiplied by some constant C. Okay, so that's what we need to prove. That's what we want to show. So in order to show that, well, we have two existentials here. So we let C equal something, we leave that blank for now. Let n not equal something, also leave that blank. Then we let n be an arbitrary natural number, and assume, so this part, and then assume that n is larger than or equal to n naught. Okay, so then we want our final result to be this. Okay, so we want log A of n smaller than or equal to log B of n times C. Okay, well here we're going to want to, let me just scroll down a little bit here. Okay, so we're going to want to take log A of n and then switch the base. So give me 1 second. So we write take log A of n, and we take log A of n and we rewrite it using log base change. Okay, so then we have log A of n, and we want to change it to B. So you have log B and some value here, and log B some value here. We know that the top one will be, let's take a look, will be n, bottom one will be A. Okay, and notice that we can rewrite this whole thing. Now we need to think about what would be a constant here. So the bottom here, now n would be the variable, so b and a would be some constant, so we can rewrite this as log b of a. This is going to be some number, and then I'm going to multiply this by log b of n. Okay, so since log a of n equals, remember what we want to prove here. We want to prove that c multiplied by some value c multiplied by log b of n. Right, so we see that log a of n is this value here, this constant multiplied by this. So what we want to do then is, well, I guess that's what we want to pick c as. So up here we write c log b of a. And if that's the case, then we know that log a of n is smaller than or equal to c times log b of n. And this is because we know it is equal to, so we know it is smaller than or equal to. And that finishes the proof. All right, we also need to choose n naught here. So I guess n naught can be 1, which works out just fine.